Y'all ever have really cringe thoughts? Imagining really stupid and childish things like if you were a ninja in Naruto or if you were a superhero like Superman or Batman. I'm sure you have. We all have. And in my constantly spinning mind of ideas and bullshit and nonsense, I find myself constantly thinking, what can I possibly put on this channel to change things up, to make things different? Maybe a Sins video, maybe some big top 10 project that I'm too lazy to make, maybe just discussing a video game even though I'm not smart enough to do it. One of those such thoughts was, what if I just talked about the dumb little thoughts in my head, like, what if I was a character in Genshin Impact? Childish and unappealing? Sure as hell. But interesting to listen to? I don't know. Only one way to find out, right? So, I'm gonna just tell you guys about what I imagine my story would be like if I was in Genshin Impact, and Tetra will attempt to make this look interesting in the background. Whether she succeeds or not, I have faith in her. So, what would my life be like in Genshin Impact? Realistically speaking, I'd probably live in Mondstadt working as either a cook or a low-tier adventurer. But realistic answers are boring as shit. So let's be unrealistic. Let's pretend I'm actually a main character tier character. If I was a main character tier character, I'd want to be visionless because I'm a little weeaboo who loves sword fighting. I would love to be a semi-equivalent to the Traveler, not actually as strong as them, obviously. They can control all the elements in the world. But like a virtue to how strong a visionless character can be. However, since Genshin Impact requires every playable character be assigned to an element, if I had to get a vision, it would be a pyro vision, because of the concept of passion and the fact that my favorite emotion is love. And what is love linked to other than passion? I would still exist in Mondstadt, not only because Mondstadt is just my favorite nation, but also because I cannot write a story about myself without shoehorning love in, because I'm a horny little boy with romantic fantasies. My love story would be with Barbara. Now, before anybody gets angry, don't worry, I would not officially be with Barbara. I would rather opine for her. Similar to that one little creep I keep forgetting the name of that keeps damn near torturing the poor girl with his obsessive tendencies. The only difference is I wouldn't be direct about it. I would just admire the deaconess from afar and never actually interact with her. The first time you would actually get to get me would be during probably one of the season events like Windbloom or something. And by you, I mean the Traveler, naturally. So my story quest would likely revolve around the Traveler spending time with Barbara. After they interact with Barbara, I see them, and I see how close they are, how well they seem to bond together, and I fucking hate it. The reason why I never approach Barbara is because she is the idol of Mondstadt and a deaconess of the church, one of the most important and pious people in the world. How could some lowly pleb like me dare to interact with such a pure woman with such lustful and impure desires? And then there's this fuckboy here in a perfect relationship with her, making her smile and happy, and oh god, they look perfect for each other. I fucking despise it. So I'll confront the Traveler. Who are you? Why are you so close to Barbara? Explain yourself, you motherfucker. Where it goes from here is honestly questionable. Maybe I have a fight with the Traveler, maybe I don't. Either way, a bond is made. I dislike the Traveler, but I also realize there's something in them that Barbara likes. And since the Traveler is well known for their great feats of strength, command over the elements, and all the legendary things they have done, I will make the decision upon myself that I now need to become as powerful as the Traveler if I ever want Barbara to love me. So from this point on, I become a traveler as well. Now here's where some liberties can be taken with the story. Of course, as I imagine the story for myself, I do some stupid cringy shit that would never happen in the game. For example, how I imagine my story would go on from here is that I would follow the traveler either with their blessing or against it, doesn't matter. I would essentially be a rival-ish character who follows them either in the teapot or simply lagging behind them as they travel, and I would constantly go where they go, fight what they fight, and essentially be a third wheel on their adventure to try to become as strong as them, while failing at every turn because, of course, I'm not as strong as the Traveler. The Traveler is fucking insane. However, from a gameplay perspective, we can't have a third main character. The Traveler has to just be with Paimon. They are the main characters of the story. I'm just a side piece. So if we wanted to take this more realistically, I would probably be more equivalent to Kazuhara the Wanderer. I am still a traveler, and it's still implied in story that I travel after Aether and Lumine, but I'm not actually there as constantly as Aether or Paimon are. I'm just someone you will occasionally bump into in stories where you're in the same area for too long for some reason. Because of this, I'd actually be one of the few characters that actually has voice lines for people outside of Mondstadt, despite being a Mondstadt native, because of the fact that I, in canon, travel around the place to try to meet new people. That's how I imagine my character would be in Genshin Impact. A weak rival-like character for the Traveler to encounter, probably have some frenemy-like bonds with in story. If it was like a little fan fiction, I would straight up be a full-on travel companion. If it was the gameplay, I would just be an antagonistic character similar to Child without actually being evil. I don't know. Maybe this story wasn't as interesting as far as it was. Maybe it was. Who knows? You tell me down below. Thank you for listening to these cringy ramblings, and I'll see all you beautiful people later. If you enjoyed the story enough and think I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. For as little as $1, you can join my personal Discord where we can chat, play video games, share memes, and have ourselves a grand old time. I'll see all you beautiful people later. Deuces, YouTube.